Happy Friday, Class 3 and Class 4. Welcome to your final reading session of the week. So, we are going to do things a little bit different today. Rather than continuing with the podhead, we are going to do some reading comprehension. So, I have given you a part of a text from a reading paper and 5 questions that are also in a reading paper just to see how you do. Okay? So, this is the reading bit that you're going to do. I'm not going to read it to you because if we were in a reading paper, I wouldn't be allowed. You would have to read it yourself. So you need to read this advert for a street party. And then you've got these questions to answer. So number 1, on the poster, why are the words street party bigger than the others? Number 2, what age of people is the writer hoping to persuade to come to the street party? Number 3, how much does it cost to get in? Number 4, why is the street party happening? And number 5, if you donate £2, what will you get in return? Pause me now while you have a go at those, and then we will go through the answers. Okay, so I'm hoping you've all had a go at answering those. So the answers are as followed. Number 1, on the posters, why are the words street party bigger than the others? So you could have put that it is intended to be eye-catching or that so people notice it. Number 2, what age of people is the writer hoping to persuade to come to the street party? So all ages, from small children to grandparents, the whole family. Any of those answers would have been great. Number 3, how much does it cost to get in? It is free, but you can give £2 if you wish. Number 4, why is the street party happening? And it's to celebrate the street being free of cars, free of traffic, free of pedestrianised, not free of pedestrians. And finally, if you donate £2, what will you get in return? You'll get a free raffle ticket and a programme. Okay, I hope you've all found that okay today. I look forward to continuing with the Hodgeheg on Monday with you. Okay, have a lovely weekend and I will speak to you on Monday. Bye!
Good morning, Class 3. We are on Friday. I hope you've all had a fantastic week. Here is your writing lesson. So I said yesterday that you could either continue with your writing from yesterday if you wanted to spread that over 2 days, because that was quite a big task. That's absolutely fine. If, however, you've done it yesterday, then I've just got here a grammar activity for you, just to sort of consolidate our understanding of expanded noun phrases that we practiced at the start of the week and we've been using hopefully throughout the week. So pause now, write your date and your grammar LO in your book, and then I will show you your task. Okay, so your task today then, I've just got 2 little activities for you, so it's nothing major, nothing big. So number 1, I like to have a go at using this word bank. So you've got a range of words there to improve the sentence below by adding an expanded noun phrase. Your sentence must have more than one clause and include at least one adjective and preposition. Okay, so it says, I used my time off for a holiday. Okay, so we've got the sentences that I used time off for a holiday. Now, the holiday there, we know that's the noun. It's underlined for you. So we want to expand that. Now, when it says that we want more than one clause, we're talking about having more than one subject within that. Or we sometimes use clause to talk about a sentence, but sometimes we can have a subordinate clause, which is a clause that wouldn't make sense on its own, or we can have an independent clause, which can be a sentence that does make sense on its own. So it's making sure that you've got your noun and a verb within that clause. So you've got a range of words there that you could use, so have a go at expanding that in your book. Your second part of the task is a bit of reasoning to do with expanded noun phrases. So, is Samina correct? Explain your answer. So Samina says, the expanded noun phrase in the sentence below includes an adjective and a preposition. And the sentence is, I opened the card from my grandma and it made me feel happy. So have a think about the noun within that sentence. Has it been expanded with an adjective and a preposition, or none of those, or both of those, or is she correct that it has got both of those? So have a little go at that. So there's 2 tasks for you today. Pause it so you can have a go in your book, and then when you press play, that is up to you. I'll go through a potential example for that. But then here I'll explain that one for you as well. So pause it now so you can have a go. Actually guys, before you get started on that, I've just been trying to work out some variations for this one for you. For number one, you need to replace the word holiday, I think, with your expanded noun phrase. So you don't have to use the word holiday. So I use my time off for, what could you say? So think about some synonyms that you could use instead of holiday, or what you might stay in if you go on holiday, and then use the rest of those words there to help you. Okay, so now pause it and have a little go. Okay, so potential one for this one. So the one that where I use this from, their example was, I used my time off to go on a luxury holiday. No, it was to stay in a luxury hotel in the middle of golden sandy beaches, but it rained every day. Okay, so that would be an example, and you've got that second clause there saying, but it rained every day. So there's a few different ones you could have done. I used my time off to stay in a relaxed cabin in the middle of a snowy forest or a hilly forest, but there were lots of bears. Okay, so there's a few different ones that you could have done there, but I'll be really interested to see what you came up with. And then for number two, is Samina correct? So explain your answer. She says that the expanded noun phrase below includes an adjective and a preposition. So the sentence is, I opened the card from my grandma and it made me feel happy. So we've got two clauses there. The first one is, I opened the card from my grandma, and the second one is, it made me feel happy. And then we've used a conjunction there to join those two clauses together. So the second one, it made me feel happy. We've not necessarily, well, we've got the word happy there, but we can't really expand that noun there. So I opened the card from my grandma. The main topic of this main subject of this sentence is the card, so that's the noun. It has been expanded by saying the card is from my grandma, so that is your preposition there, from my grandma. However, there is no adjective to describe the card. I opened you could say beautiful card, or handmade card, or carefully crafted card, and that would have been an adjective to describe the card or to modify the noun. However, she is incorrect because it doesn't have an adjective there. Okay, so well done if you got that. So well done then guys. I'm going to pause it now, and then we'll move on to our maths. Okay, so in maths today then guys, we're just going to recap this week's learning. So I've just got 4 questions for you. That's all, just 4 questions, because you've done so much work this week. And each question is basically from one that you haven't done, that is from the different questions that you've done each day. So basically there's going to be a question on converting between pounds and pence, a question between adding money, a question about subtracting money, and then a question using your 3 times tables. Okay, that is all today, because you've done so much learning during the week. So here are your questions. So it's a little bit like our regular recall that we do. So I've split it into those 4 for you. So your first one there, use 6 coins to make an amount that is more than £3 but less than £4, and draw your answer. So in your book, you're just going to have a go at drawing it. Number 2, complete the bar model. So you can draw these bar models in your book. So you've got 2 bar models here. So A, you've got £2.99p, £3.40p. So those are your 2 parts. What is the whole amount here? What's the whole total? And then for B, you've got £1.99p and £3.99p. So think about what 99 is very close to, and then tell me what your whole amount is. And then number 3, complete the bar model. So we know what the whole amount is for each of these, but we only have one part of it. So the whole bar, the whole amount is £8.99p. A good chunk of that is £8.96p. So what's that little part going to be there? So you've just got to find the difference. Then B, we've got £9.15p as your whole amount. Just 62p is part of that. So what's the missing amount there? And then for your last one, number 4, use the fact that 12 times 3 is 36. We know that 12 lots of 3 is 36, or 12 groups of 3 is 36. So what would 13 groups of 3, so one more group of 3, what would that equal? And then could we do 3 times 15 using that fact? Could we do 14 times 3? What would 24 times 3 be? If you know 12 times 3, what would 24 times 3? And think about what you've got to do to 12 to get 24. So what you're going to have to do to this answer to get this answer. Okay, so you're just using your facts there that you know to find the answers to other number facts. Okay, so pause it now then and have a go at that. And then when you're ready, press play and I will show you the answers. Okay, so ready for the answers then. Here you go. So number 1, there's lots of, this is just one possible answer here, but there could be lots of, so I'm not saying there's only one possible answer, I'm saying that this is just one potential answer that you might have. So here we've got 1, 2, 3 pounds, 50p, so 50 at 10 is 60, so £3.61. That's a potential answer. So you could have literally £3 and anything that, oh sorry, no, you're using 6 coins, aren't you? So you can use your 3 coins there to £3 coins to get £3. We don't want to go over £4, and I don't want it to be less than £3. And you could use more of your coins to make that £3 if you wanted to. But these coins here, you'd have a 20p, a 5p, a 2p. Could be anything. As long as your total is less than £4 but more than £3, and as long as you've got 6 coins, no more or less, then it should be perfect. And then here you go for your bar models. Got your answers on top there. Your missing amounts here, and then those answers there for you. So well done guys for trying really hard this week. I know it's been slightly different, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next week. Have a fantastic weekend everybody. Bye.